Yo, there's 3 cameras in front of us, guys. I feel so overwhelmed right now. Yo, okay. Mob, should we do a audio thingy?
Yeah,
I keep forgetting. I'm not gonna
yeah.
lie to you. Awesome. We are now live. I'm laughing because I know it's about to go down. I know it's about to go down because been saying that I want to have someone with me on the pod, definitely, so that we can chat it up, because all the time it's always you and me. So now it's no longer just you and me. And I'm so excited about everything we're gonna talk about today. We have 3 cameras. Hey, you know. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Welcome to the Side Sessions podcast. Betuna Kamala Musai Jones, your host, and today I've got the lovely Sandy M. Sandy M.
I don't even know. Sometimes it's Sandy, sometimes it's Sandz, sometimes it's Sandy M. So I'm just guys, I'll go with whatever you want to call me. But yeah, it's Sandy M, because I realized there's another Sandy. She's a DJ as well.
That is so awkward.
And I was it's so weird. And so, yeah, so Sandy M.
That is so awkward to happen, by the way.
It is. Because remember, when I started, I was Black Child.
Yes, that's what I mean.
And then as I grew, I realized that there's 3-4 other DJs that are actually growing at the same rate. So there's a lot of us doing the same thing. And there's a time where I would get is this your song? And I'm no. So I realized it's going to be a problem. Maybe go back to my name.
It's so awkward when you have to say no.
Because I have to say, and it's the song is so dope. Is this you? I'm well, I'd love to say yes, but yeah.
Guys, I've got to say Liam with me today. I'm going to say that she is a radio and TV personality and a DJ as well. So it was only apt for me to have her co-host today, actually. How do you feel about me saying you're a TV and radio personality first, actually?
It's very weird, because the longest time I'd have DJ before
first,
everything. So now, now I'm actually adjusting with that, it's TV and radio personality, and then there's DJ afterwards. I'm okay, I'll get used to this.
You will. And that's you will. You will.
So yeah, and I would have it any other way, DJ first or TV and radio presenter first. Either way, I love everything that I do, so chilled.
I just kicked my computer.
Sorry, bro.
I'm surprised it didn't fall, because knowing me, everything falls. We've got so much that I want us to talk about today. I think because I read, by the way, a headline today. This headline. And this is me just digressing, by the way.
Yeah.
I read a headline today. This headline said, if you don't have your e-tolls paid, you are not going to be able to have your license disc renewed.
No, guys, no.
Is
that not cheating us, though?
That is cheating us, because who else in South Africa besides Gauteng has e-tolls? That surely is illegal. That's against the law, actually. That's discrimination against the place that you live.
Exactly.
Because
also, why are we paying for e-tolls?
Why are we paying? Why are we paying?
Your own car. I was so mad because this one time I got a whole bill. Sometimes you change your number. Got a whole bill that I have to pay for a TV license, my yearly banbani, and I hadn't paid the year before. I'm wait, guys, wait. I went and bought my TV cash so that I don't have to pay
TV
credit and things afterwards, so that I know that I'm done. And then you have to pay for your connection every month because you've got your DSTV or whatever, or you've got Netflix. And now I must be paying for owning a TV. Guys, I'm no. Now I'm paying for breathing, actually. So you own it because you I don't want to pay a million things. But you're still paying for owning it. What's the point?
Which is stupid. And then, by the way, going back to because before we got on air on the cameras, we're talking about how people refuse to pay us as DJs, and yet we're out here needing to pay for TV license
and e-tolls.
E-tolls.
You have to drive for the gig.
E-tolls. Imagine, you have to fight for your money.
You have to fight for your money. You have to wait. And this goes out to every promoter, guys. I wake up, I have to pray for my set.
Please.
An hour set will probably take me, if I'm lucky, about 2 hours. Now, this is because I've already gone through my music, and in my head, I'm like, okay, this song would go with that one and that one there, you know? But I also need to make sure that it does make sense, right?
Yeah.
But if I haven't prepped my set for your gig, it could take me the whole day.
And by the way, just so you know, ingoma is $1.50. So count, by the way, for an hour set, how many $1.50s those are. I'll let you do the math.
And that's a minimum of 12 songs to get you through an hour. And that's you playing the song throughout, like just have the whole song playing. So if it's a commercial set, you're looking at 16 to 20
Minimum,
something tracks. So $1.50 for that music. It's my time to sit and actually, you know, put it together. And then I need to take a bath or shower and come to your gig. Look pretty, smell good
That also costs
for the
money.
people. And then you are like, that's not budget. Yeah. But can you come and play? You know, and I think that eventually it starts killing your passion for what you do, because and you're there to entertain people, so you're interactive with the crowd and you're playing the music and people are dancing, and then you don't want to pay me. And driving to the gig, I was passing through e-tolls. So
that
all
costs
of
money.
that, and probably a toll gate or two, because there's a toll gate anywhere in Joburg. And then I must pay for everything. Like, no, guys, at least please cover my transport. Or something.
You know when a DJ just goes, just cover like
my petrol.
Like just my petrol.
And then you get there, and they just don't even offer you water. Yeah. Like I must be thirsty throughout my set now. I'm thirsty. Or I must pay for my own drinks to entertain your people. And you're not paying me. Guys, no, you know what, no. Can we stop exploiting? I understand that, you know, sometimes butter economy really, really works. And you could say, okay, for your first gig, but after that, we'll see. Also, if don't make me audition now. If I come to you at 9 a.m. and I say I want to play at your venue, make me, give me 30 minutes and I'll play. You'll see, okay, you can play, you can mix, and I love your set, so come through. So when you're calling me back, I don't expect me to come and play for free. When in South Africa, you know where you wake up just to, it's money.
So really, and that's something that Nyani and Mama, excuse me, I wanted us to tap into Vele. The fact that even though it's post-COVID, guys, like it's COVID times, we still have bills to pay.
Exactly.
We have bills. Sne e-tolls, guys. Sne e-tolls, Sne TV license, girl, TV license, like I'm like, why? We have stuff to pay. And like that does cost a lot of money. That's not something that you want to go through whereby someone is like, I can only afford, and it doesn't even cover the petrol yakho. Imagine that. But anyway, we're gonna be talking about a lot, Vele. Cause my mind is running. I don't know about
Yeah.
Like you can see, I don't have a lot here, but
Yeah, it's fine.
I wanted to start with this story, because I saw it today.
It's interesting.
I saw this one today, that we now will need to pay for our e-tolls.
You're forced to now pay for those.
We're forced to do those. And the awkward thing is, recently, I came back from a gig at Soweto, and my license disc was expired. And the license disc renewal Eastern Cape. So I had to So I had to have someone to send my license disc to me from the Eastern Cape. My mom.
Shout out to moms.
So I get stopped by the cops on my way to Pretoria West. By the way, there's a toll gate, by the way, on your way to Pretoria North, which doesn't make sense to me, by the way. Toll gate, get stopped by the cops. Cool. My license disc is expired. My license, driver's, is expired. And then he asks me to get out of the car. get out of the car. I'm not wearing shoes. He goes, you're not even wearing shoes. You know that's illegal, right? No, but before that, I get out of the car, does a joint, not like fall off of me. And I'm just like, I was like, that's not mine though.
And I was like, well, it's not mine. You can taste it. It's not mine. And everything is just going wrong.
Everything is going wrong.
Oh my gosh.
Stepping out, joint pops up. I'm like,
is your heart like not just like?
Honestly, it wasn't, because in my head I was like, I'm not going to jail today.
That's nice.
I was like, the Lord will never disgrace me like that. I'm not going to jail, not today.
I refuse.
I get out of the car, all of these things now are happening, and he asked me to open the boot, and there's bags in the boot, because we were going to go to Harties after the next day. So I have bags in the boot, and it's like, I'm just like, we're going to Harties tomorrow. And now I had to explain myself, and everything is just piling up, and I'm looking at him like, I'm not going to jail today. I was looking at him like, I'm not going to jail today. Not today. So shout out to the cops that actually saw that I was being genuine on some.
Yeah.
I don't smoke. You can breathalyze me. I'm not wearing my flip-flops because I just took off my heels and I had to drive. And my driver's license expired, and everyone I'm driving with is inebriated. So Jim Dad will not right now. There's nothing else that's gonna happen. So they let me go. So that was nice. That was nice. You know, I was
sick.
Yeah, I know. I keep moving this mic and I feel like it'll pop my boob out as well very soon.
No, you're still safe, I think. And I want to go back to what you asked earlier, as sometimes you have to gig for free and at least cover the fuel and everything. And I feel like I don't like how our industry has been made like Uguti. You have to be doing other things to sustain yourself in order to be a DJ, when it is a full-time career on its own. I understand that there's a time where you have to build your brand, you need to be consistent, and you need to get your craft better. I get all of that, but I honestly think that, please understand, it is a career. It is a full-time career, like someone who wakes up and goes to work from 9 to 5. That is my 9 to 5. It just requires that I work at different clubs, but the preparation and the work that goes behind it is a lot. So let's not discredit it, because then you end up, you have to have a 9 to 5 to sustain your DJ career, and it's not fair, because that's a whole career on its own. We've made it out with for all the careers, especially in entertainment.
Yeah, and
you
arts,
have to
creative
have
arts and entertainment.
You have to have like a backup plan of some sort, and it's really I just feel like it's not right, because it starts with the people that start booking us, and that source us with all these gigs and everything. That you need to have a backup plan, because I can only afford this or that, and I understand that times are tough. COVID happened, but at least there's a gig, girl. There's a gig, and they asked me for my rate. I'm like, okay, this is my rate. And they wanted me to do 2 hours, and they were not even paying me a quarter of my rate. It was not even a quarter of my rate for 2 hours. And I was like, you know what? Do you understand? $1 and $1.50 per song. 2 hours means that I'm looking at 24 plus songs, and I paid $1.50 for all other songs. So I think in order for our industry to grow, let's do better. And in that, okay, so I can't pay you right now. Let's do your first gig for free. Let's see how and then let's build a relationship from there. But just don't exploit. And also, especially for artists that are starting out. Don't exploit other children, because if I'm starting out, it means that I'm not getting any source of income, and you're expecting me to come to your gig. So at least cover my petrol. So I must, and we live in Joburg. Joburg, you Uber a 20-minute drive from one location to the next is like 200 and something. So I need 500 plus to just get to your venue.
True story, you do 500 plus. That's honestly my standard travel fee if I'm in Joburg.
It is
around Joburg. 500 rands is my standard travel
exactly fee. So now you're not even giving me that. So how am I supposed to get to the gig? So let's try build our industry even though I know 500 rands is not a lot, but at least get the person to the place and back.
At least. Because we're DJs, and we've been through these things, even though right now we might be telling different stories, but we have been through these things. And guys, the government does not take us seriously. It's going back to Nagyoba Nyani, it doesn't take us seriously as the creative arts, and it underestimates how much money the entertainment industry actually puts into the economy. And now that I think about it, it's because during COVID, remember, there were relief funds for everyone. But the entertainment industry. And by the way, something that annoyed me so much was the fact that the influentials in the industry, the prominents in the industry, weren't saying a word for the less prominent, the less influential, because they are good. They have money, they're even out of the country, some of them. and then they tweeting, and then have you ever seen those tweets? Someone goes, keep pushing. We're gonna be okay, nigga. What?
That's how you're good.
You're Spain somewhere or in Europe somewhere
making money.
We keep pushing, and
no, like
guys. Honestly speaking,
can do better.
The influentials in South Africa need to try better. There's no way, guys. They need to try better. You cannot tweet where now you own properties, you've got homes. I respect that you worked for all of that.
Yes.
You and I cannot be tweeting the same way.
We can't.
If you have gigs overseas, you cannot be saying to people who even struggle with local gigs.
Exactly.
We're gonna be okay, keep pushing. I hate tweets like that. And you're thinking, God, you know that you're good. Like the least you could do is try to fight for a relief fund for someone who's not, doing as well as you are. I would, but bitch, I'm poor.
Right?
I'm not famous. Otherwise I would. But bitch, I'm not famous. Otherwise I would. I would.
You're like, sometimes the only reason that you're not getting paid is because you're just not famous. The skill is there. Everything is there. But because you don't have 10,000, 20,000 or 100,000 followers, someone will say, I can only afford your petrol, or I don't have a budget to book you. And I think it's so frustrating because sometimes I've met so many DJs that are not even, you get 500 rands a gig or you don't get paid at all for a gig, and you're amazing. And it's like, the only difference is that you've got 1.5 followers and they've got 100,000 followers. And I understand that they've probably built their way and they've worked hard. But if you can pay that person 25K for an hour,
10%, guys,
and then you want me to work for like 200, 300 for 2 hours, that's not fair. So it's in
Yeah, and I think on the flip side also, in as much as skill is one of the aspects relating to your craft, I think Nyani, the one thing I always do say is that as entertainers, we need to move like business people. So that's the one thing that we need to be move like a business person. That's something I'll say to anybody any day. Move like a business. Act like a business, speak like a business.
Yes.
And when you do all of that, that's when people are going to recognize why you charge what you charge.
Yes.
Even if you've got 1.5 followers, if they see it's www.djrascal.co.za, number one, that just says I'm professional to begin with. And if your PR, your press images are on lock, that just says I'm professional, bitch. Like put some money into this, and then you also kind of imprint your worth on it, and then they will catch up. And now I don't compromise with I'm the non-compromising type with certain things because I'm a purist. Like anyone who knows me knows that I am a purist, and I fight for how do I put this? I fight for a platform, I fight for a stage, I fight for the next generation, because in as much as a promoter, you know how they go. I will find a DJ that will do it at the price that I want. And I'm just like,
go right on ahead.
Go right ahead.
Go right on ahead.
Do they not regret it? You know how many occasions where I've had someone think that they can replace me and then they regretted it.
And they were like,
it's always hilarious.
And you know, you can build yourself, make yourself a brand, move like a brand, you know, like you just said, Guti, you need to be a business from the get-go. Now I understand, you know, booking a photo shoot is not going to be easy. It requires money. Having a website up is going to require money. Before you get there, I also, you know, my main thing is your promoters, restaurant managers, the least you can do. Because for that person to be able to book that photo shoot or get their website up, because they'll ask for proper images, and
they will, and you're just like, bitch, you're not paying me. So, anyway.
So how am I supposed to, you know? So
I think bitch a lot. Oh Lord, I must be really.
So I honestly think that as an industry, for the next generation to be able to choose our career as a choice and as a career, that it starts here, it starts now, at least.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I know, guys, let's fight, eh?
Nah, I'm fighting.
Yeah, let's
I'm fighting. I'm fighting, and I don't come from money.
Girl,
you know, people think it's from money.
And money privilege is nice.
Yeah.
Not all of us come from money.
No,
we don't. And you work hard, and I think it takes time. It takes a lot of patience. But the least you can do is please pay other children. Can they get to the gig and back at least?
Do you know what I'm seeing now? You know when they have those 1 rand to feed a child banners? Everyone pay the DJs at least petrol.
You know, and they won't even offer you water. I think that just hurts me so much. That this person is here slaving and you're only taking advantage because they're not famous. And it's not fair because the skill and the craft is there, you know? So, and not everyone who is skilled will be famous. The skill, you don't
Not everyone is famous, by the way, yeah.
Not everyone will be famous. And for those people to grow, given the opportunity, because sometimes like, yeah, we don't know you.
It's tricky, Lando, and by the way, in South Africa, people can get famous from out of nothing. By the way, G65. I forgot to mention her on the first episode of the pod, right? Yeah. When I was just recapping on 2020. And I was just like, guys, Hello Mama got famous from Oh Bani Lava.
And that's it.
Oh Bani Lava. And we are in Loza, guys. I'm sorry. We are in Loza. She's off key, but she got famous. And people were willing to book La Mama food. And then she passed away, like.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Rest in peace, Jesus. You know when your purpose, like when you've like clocked your purpose, and then God is like, yo,
girl, she was number 1 on iTunes.
She was number 1, that lady.
Like, girl.
And
that's all she had to do.
Yo, guys, shout out to Jesus 5 actually.
Oh my goodness.
And she got famous. You know, things in South Africa, like
when it's your time, it's your time.
When it's your time, it's your time. And I also believe that some things that are very irrelevant can make you very famous in South Africa. So if you're trying to be famous, I don't think it would be hard because here's the template. If you're funny. It's never if you're talented. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not in South Africa. It's if you're funny, if you can dance, or if you do some ridiculous thing on social media, then you can get famous in South Africa.
Money.
And have a bit of money.
Some people are just famous because they got the bag, they got the coins.
Yeah.
You get famous people for just famous generations, you generational wealth, so you come from a good family.
That sounds great. And
and you're just famous because you come from a rich family. It's just where you can't just name
like I'm Baweli. Just said if I was famous, guy, like for not famous, if I was rich.
Manifesting, we are manifesting.
Candles.
The candles, please. And you know the high five hands, you out here.
Like honestly, like light a candle.
No, you can be famous for anything. And
before talent
it's easy. In South Africa, yes, it's very easy to be famous before your talent, which gets tricky as well because then what are you trying to build as a brand? What are you trying to do? But sometimes you can use it to your advantage. You get famous and then show off your work.
Yeah, true. That's why when it comes to people's strategies, I am always just like, honey, stay on your lane.
Yes.
Just stay on your lane, do you, and just see where that takes you because kids have money at home.
Yeah.
Number 1, they have money, and you will be like, it's in like only a couple of months, but how? Like you're already announcing like a car or a house.
Saba will. Manifest candles. Candles.
Candles.
But we will get there. I think consistency does pay off.
And, I believe in hard work and
hard work,
I believe nothing replaces hard work.
No, nothing. Because the fame. Sometimes in South Africa, we'll trend for a day, be famous for a day.
True.
Next week,
but
we don't leave it. And even sometimes the next day, we are catching on to the next wave. We are laughing at something else, which has actually made. I've always been scared of trends because of that, and following trends. Because then you're famous for a certain period of time. When that trend ends, what are you then doing? Are you catching on the next one?
You are. No, you are. Literally, you are.
And talking about that, I will actually bring up Oscar Mbo, guys. That man has been so consistent in his brand. And, there was Gom. Then there's the Yanos. But he's still out here giving us deep and soulful house. And he's huge. He's built himself as
because
such a
he
brand.
does this
Yay!
diving to piano. But I respect him. I'm not gonna lie.
I respect how he's built his brand and he's stayed in his lane and he's done what he's doing and it's just like, I'm gonna stick to it. And I mean, there's a guy that was so consistent in Soulful House that he inspired me so much when I saw it, and I was like, I love his consistency. I can hear that the sound is changing now, because I mean, sometimes as a DJ, you start off a certain sound,
then you change. Tankiso definitely did that.
Definitely did that. I think Lemon and Herb started off soulful as well. They started Afro, and then they went soulful, and then now they're back to. They've got like a whole album, like a soulful.
Really?
Yes. It's actually nice.
Which means I met them when they were in the tech side of life.
No, I will hook you up, bro. And it's actually pretty nice. So they I think they were Afro first, and then they went soulfulish, and then they came back, So sometimes you find yourself, and I was so inspired by this guy particularly, and then his sound started changing, and I don't know whether he was catching on with the new wave of the sound. You name dropping, guys. I'll tell you when we're off. And I was inspired by it, but now sound is starting to change, and I'm like, okay, it could be that he is genuinely, into the tech Afro side, or maybe because he's moving on with or maybe his sound is genuinely changing. But I just love how Oscar has been so consistent.
I do too.
Throughout, and he's just like, I'm not
moving from because for someone who's trending for dancing to piano, apparently for someone who's trending for dancing to piano, he's stuck to his deep soul and
he fills up venues.
And he does because he's famous and he's a pretty boy.
And he dresses very well.
He's a pretty boy.
Stylish.
He's a pretty boy. So
and it's hard to find a very tall guy who dresses well, because I don't know whether they struggle with finding clothes.
Tall men are awkward. When it even comes to walking, it's like,
I'm even surprised they're actually dancers. It's quite decent because a tall guy dances, like, sit down. Please sit down. But no, he's doing all of that, and it looks appealing.
It does, honestly.
But I really love what he's done with his brand.
Me too.
I really, really do. And sometimes also, I'm not taking away from the fact that following trends does work, because there are people who move with trends, and that's just who they are, and it works
and it's
for them.
I could never work.
I think I would struggle because sometimes I can't even, I don't even know what was trending yesterday. I'll hear it like a week later, and I'm like searching for it, like I'm searching for the hashtag. I'm like, I can see there's something going on, but and I'm not as active on social media as I probably should. I will change. I think I'll do better this year.
Next year. Will. Even me, I'm on the same boat. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So there are people who are actually able to, move with trends. Let's say, and even with their sets, they'll play different genres during a set. But that's just who they are. And I'm not taking away from that, because that's brilliant. Because I think switching, if you are able to switch and entertain during a set, that's like really amazing. Yeah.
I know, I do that sometimes.
Yeah.
No, Vele, I'm not the kind of DJ. I have like 9 folders in my sticks.
Yeah. And sometimes, you know, you play a song and you're like, actually, I feel like moving this way.
Like 9. Simply
I
because
have
when
more
you
than
get yeah, exactly, like minimum. I'm just taking that at the top of my head. Like minimum like
Yeah, and
9
then you move folders sometimes.
Because like when you get to a venue, you never know what you're gonna pull up with there when you get there. Which is odd, by the way, because I just got called for a booking for the 10th of April and for Mpumalanga, and this guy's just like, I'm putting together this lineup and all the girls are playing piano and it's getting it's gonna get boring throughout the night. So I'm calling you because I know that your sets are never predictable. And I was like, shut up.
Yes.
I was like, shut up.
It.
Cool. Sure.
Love it.
But yeah, it was just, and they right though. Like now I respect people, eh? I won't pull up and someone was playing bomb and then I come and I play the exact same songs that the person before me and possibly the person after me is gonna be playing.
Yeah.
Because I want you to like.
That's my thing.
Because I feel pressure. Let me say, because I feel pressure.
Because 5 DJs in a lineup will play at least 2, 3, 4 songs
like,
that are exactly or the same song because it's the trend for the moment.
My boy.
So yeah, so then you get this, you know, you get a genre and it's like trending. Yes, I get it. And then there's 5 DJs that will play. I used to, you know, when you're playing in a club, you have to accommodate the crowd, right?
Club, yeah.
So I was playing somewhere in a prestigious venue in Johannesburg, right? I'm playing, crowd is going insane.
Oh my
and
gosh.
then these DJs, they're a duo. And then this one comes,
Major League.
30 minutes. No, the other one.
Which other duo? Twins on deck.
Okay, I'll describe them this way. They are twins. They are a duo.
Are they house DJs?
I can't say whether they're identical twins or not, but you'll catch on. So as I'm playing, one of them pulls up to me, like I'm like almost halfway through my set. And I'm still new in Joburg as well. So as I'm playing, he walks up to me and is like, you can't play all the popular songs. I was like, I've been doing this.
That's so lame.
This was literally.
I'm sorry, that's lame. Whoever those people were, that's lame. Like
I was a year into DJing. I was a year in. I'm like, my guy, you've been doing this for years. For years. You've got the music.
Fine music.
And then I'm like, so he's like, I need to stop. And I'm like, so what must I do? Because now, when I get to a club and someone is playing the songs that I thought I'd play, I go to a different folder. No, he legit, because I was not changing and I was playing and then people were dancing, he legit went to the promoter and got the promoter to get me off the decks. I kid you not.
And you were a year into DJ, you're probably a bit intimidated by that.
And I was like, no, because the promoter then came in and I was like, you know what, it's okay. It's fine. And then I unplugged and then I left the venue. But I really found it strange that you've been doing this for years.
Yeah, for years.
And you get intimidated by someone who's literally been doing this for
a year.
A year. I was literally in a year. I was under a year in DJing. And I was,
hectic.
I was like, the audacity for you to even go get a promoter because
to come in.
Because what I do is with my sets, I will have like sometimes I will have like 2, 3 like training songs, but like I will try keep my sets entertaining, and I love a lot of classics as well. So I throw in a classic here and there. So it's not all the popular songs, and I'm certain you can find
music. There's music
because that's what you do.
Yeah, it's what you do.
As a DJ, sometimes you have like a set planned out, and you get to the place and someone is playing 3, 4 songs. You will switch up. You don't have, he waited and got the promoter. It was a whole big deal. I'm like,
hectic.
There's 2 of you. And I was like, so I was like, it's just when you're famous, you can be.
No, I actually tweeted this at the time that money drives people mad and fame drives people mad. Like people go mad when they have money and they're famous. Like
I think, but I didn't unplug immediately because then the guy who'd gotten me into the club to play was just like, that's not fair.
That doesn't make sense.
But I was like, for the sake of peace, because now there's like this whole commotion
behind the booth and people are looking.
We work with emotions as well. And I tried to be professional as much as I could, but I was like, now, I'm not really affected because I was like, this is ridiculous. But then there was like a lot of commotion going on here. So I'm like, I don't want to be a part of this. Whatever this is not the energy I want around me. So I was like, all right, guys.
Please get off my
It's
space.
okay.
Oh, okay.
As long as you pay me.
Yeah.
I'm done. It's okay. You can have it. And yeah.
Even me, I don't, guys. I'm all like, I never fight with anyone around the booth. Or
let's not.
Especially when I get to the venue and the sound is terrible or the system is not what I asked for, with a smile. If I feel like I'm not happy, I will go, I'm gonna play 2 more songs. Even if I've been playing for like 10 minutes, I'm gonna play 2 more songs because I'm gonna play 2 more songs and then I'm gonna be done, okay? Sure. Why? I do explain to my road manager, nothing is working here, and that is me incriminating my brand if I even try.
It does.
And honestly, those people that are going, oh, but you're a DJ, how do you not know? I'm like, if you can tolerate a system that doesn't work.
I once played at a venue.
I don't.
I had a new mic this side. I had a new mic this side. I had a 350 this side.
Hectic.
And I was like, Yo. Hectic. And
I don't care.
because then anything that goes wrong, it's not the system, it's you. Because the people sitting and dancing don't think that it's you.
DJ.
Exactly. And the worst thing is that if the other promoters in there listening, they won't book you because then they think that, no, they work.
That is why I literally go, I'm going to play 1 or 2 songs and then I'm done. If you want me to explain what's wrong, wait for me to finish. I'll do it after. Or I'll just tell my road manager that A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K is wrong. And I don't see why I should be succumbing myself to this. Like, honestly speaking, like I'm very patient and tolerant, right? But there are certain things I won't tolerate. And honestly, I'm at a point in my life where at this career where I'm just like, with a smile,
I can't.
I will not do this.
Actually, I feel like there are times where I've compromised my sanity because of that. Because I'm like, okay, let me just be professional, just keep it going, and I will. But I'm like, I always try to make it work. But I'll get if I feel like it's really not working, then. But I will do my utmost best and I'll try everything. But if I can see what I aklangani or I demand petrol man's aguvumi, then I know I will say. But I will try my utmost best to try and make it work for the both of us, because I think sometimes you find that the venue owner or the promoter or the manager does not know the system. So it's like the resident DJs.
That's not my problem.
And so I sometimes make other people's problems my problems, which I shouldn't do, because sometimes it does compromise you as a brand. It will compromise you as a brand. So there's that too. But I get it. I understand when you are like, no.
I'm at a dog, I swear. Like, we've seen things. I'm at a point in my life where I'm just like, I don't care for seeing things anymore. I really don't care for them. I have a contract, it's clear.
Yeah.
Even if we're mates, respect me at least. Respect me. Like, really, really respect me. Because I remember there was a gig that I did in Mpumalanga, I forgot the venue. Lord. Firstly, I get there and I'm just like, these CDJs are not even the CDJs that I asked for, which was like, okay. I was like, okay.
Have you ever gotten to the CDJs and the cue button is not working?
A lot of the times. And by the way, service your damn CDJs. No, a lot of the times.
Yeah.
A lot of the times.
And you have to pause.
And a lot of the times.
Or
vinyl it.
Vinyl it one way.
Like vinyl it, track. By the way, there are DJs who don't know how to play but anyway, that's not my problem. I'm not here to talk about that. My one. So I get to the venue. The CDJs, I know what I asked for. I don't know what those new marks were, but I was like, okay, cool. If they accept USBs, I'm not fussy. I was like, okay, cool. Okay, CDJs. I read them quickly. Okay, cool. I see what you're doing. Sharp. Cool. I play set. 20 minutes into my set, crowd is going wild. 20 minutes into my set, apparently someone who was supposed to perform before me got late.
Oh.
And then this I want to say he's stupid because what he did was stupid. Comes to, I think he was drunk. I think he's the owner or the promoter. Comes to me at the desk, grabs me by the arm, pulls me out. I'm like, I look at my roadie, I'm just like, why? I thought that the cops were stopping the party because something was happening.
What's going on?
Only to find out that he removed me off of the decks.
No.
Just so the guys who were late can come and perform.
Who was performing?
I don't even know who they are.
Because it was probably a friend of theirs.
I don't even know who they are. I was just like, I'm good. I'm not gonna finish this set. I'm not gonna finish it, and you know why. So I was.
And they must pay you.
No, when I went there, I don't. If it's an out of city gig, dog, I don't move without full money into my account. No, I don't move.
Neither would have I finished.
I get there, that happens, and then I thought it was the cops. I was in panic, only to find out that this is what was happening. I was like, this is not happening. I was like, I'm not gonna finish.
It's disrespectful.
I'm not gonna go back because now you dragged me off of the stage, boy. You dragged me off of the stage in front.
Inenekazi.
And you expect me to come back and press play. It's not happening. They were begging me. And honestly speaking,
he was mad disrespectful.
And I told him.
Because he could have even asked you, are you okay with this?
He could have asked me.
Now he's
and
out
said, or he could have gone, play for another 30 minutes or so. Because I'm pretty sure those people were not in a rush to go anywhere. I was probably more in a rush than they were.
Because you still need to drive back.
Yeah. I was driving the next day.
Okay.
But still. Anyway, that happened. I feel like we have a lot of stories that we're going to be telling about about the industry and what has been happening. Even that, besides the disrespect we get as women, that is something I don't even want to talk about because it's whatever. These are the things that Nyane we do go through as DJs.
We do.
We actually said a lot.
Just before we get into, the next topic.
The next thing, yeah.
I was still very, very, very brand new. This one was one of my first gigs that I got. And it was huge. It was a whole performance. I think there was even on the lineup, DJ Happy Girl.
I've never heard her play.
She's amazing. She's amazing. Her energy is great.
She's a different girl.
Yeah, I know.
Different girls.
Yeah. No, she is amazing. And so like the lineup was proper. It was a whole stadium vibe kind of thing. And I was still very, very new, still very wet behind the ears. And because I was told I'm playing from this time to this time, and I got ready. As I got onto the stage, they're like, no, please come off. But they were like, please come off. So-and-so is going to perform. And I was like, okay. I stepped aside. And then this guy, who's a very good friend of mine, he was like, as a brand, take your shit, pack up and go home because they don't respect you. Because they knew when they were prepping the lineup that, and you were on time. In fact, you were even early. So for them to move you because a certain person was late for their performance means that they don't respect you. Pack your ish and go home. They will never disrespect you like that again. Ever since then, if you do that to me,
peace out. I swear. Just on that as well, I'm just trying to think. I wasn't mad though. I was a bit touched, but I wasn't mad. I was doing this gig and Black Motion was playing after me. And Black Motion used to set up. So now this is like cutting into my whole set. Like it's cutting into my set. And it's making everything weird. This was like 2 years ago, I remember in Standard. Cutting into my whole set. The next thing was that someone had come and told me that, Black Motion is going to come set up, so definitely it's going to cut into your set. I was like, okay, I guess I have no option. It's whatever. So set up, go ahead. I didn't have an option but to get cut. It made me think about it recently. And recently I saw the video of Black Coffee. Remember he slapped AKA's manager for that very thing. And recently I'd never seen that video. I'd never seen that video until 3 weeks ago. I swear to you.
It's mad disrespectful because you should allocate time for the setup for the next. And I understand that Black Motion is huge and they are amazing. I love them. But if you're gonna have them, you know that they need to set up and they need to get in and they need to get ready. So if you're gonna, have time from my set, or tell me that I'm gonna play for 45 instead of an hour.
Or put a fella DJ after my set for them to set up. Put a fella set because I'm one of the faces on your flyers, boy.
Don't make me a face.
I'm one of the faces on your flyers. So what gives? I don't wanna say I wanna move on to the next thing because I think I do. There's not even a smooth transition. It's it's just moving in. I was actually thinking with what's happening online right now with Fresh and Euphonic and what happened in 2020 with Strava Lady Zamar and what is happening on social media in general relating to cancel culture. I was like, hey guys, should we be commenting on cancel culture? Maybe we should be. What's your take on that, actually? Cancel culture.
Cancel culture is very tricky, right? Because I think, and this is my opinion, if you're going to be vocal about something and have an opinion on it, stick with it. Because there are people who tend to be vocal when it suits them about, let's say the Fresh and Euphonic, it was a whole big thing. So if you're going to be vocal about a situation that involves rape or abuse, then be vocal even when it is your friends, you know. True. So whether if you're gonna be vocal about it, go all in. I understand that sometimes, it gets tricky because it's a friend or family member that is in that situation. So it's either you're in or you're not, and sometimes there are people who are doing something about it, but not in the public space or not in the public eye. They will call them out with, this was wrong, don't do this, or I'm canceling you for reasons A, B, and C, and D. So my thing with it is that if you're going to get involved in a certain situation and be vocal about it, go on with it and run with it. Because the problem then is when you start being selective about who to cancel and who not to cancel. Going back to Lady Zamar and Strava, what I remember is I think the case was cancelled at some point, and he lost so many. I think the story came out literally all his gigs got cancelled. However, his music is still on TV right now. He's still on Spotify.
He's still gigging.
Because he got cancelled, but now I think he's going back into gigging, but it's not the same. And I don't think it will ever be the same again. I did not follow through with the story. I remember, I think I stopped when there was a whole conversation. It was a recording. And then people were saying that it's fabricated, it's not true. And I was like, you know what? Because you never know who's who or what's what. So I'm like, and I'll wreck my brain and pick a side and then decide on something and it's not, so I rather need to get my facts straight before, because sometimes we do act and we do say things and then we are wrong, and I think if he really did what she say he did, I don't know, the law can't take its course because it was cancelled, it was stopped.
But the universe
I mean, I think honestly, only the two of them know what really, really happened. And I think there's been situations where a woman has said that she's been abused or raped and it was false. And I honestly think there should be a way in the law to actually prosecute women for that, because it's not fair to send someone into prison because you didn't agree on something. And also with rape, 2 out of 3 women go through sexual harassment or rape in their lifetime, and sometimes it's more than once. So don't invalidate them, because if you're going to cry wolf and you find that it is not true and you come out later and then you're like, no, it's not true, or I'm sorry, and it's too late because probably he already has a criminal record, It is not fair. It is not right, and I think there should be a way to sentence women for that. And let's not invalidate the victims who have gone through rape and sexual harassment, you know? Because now if there are so many cases, every time a woman comes out with it, she's gonna get questioned, or a man, they're gonna get questioned, you know? So let's not choose, if you're gonna be canceling rapists, cancel all of them. Be it a friend, be it family, cancel them. That's me, and that's just my opinion on it. Cancel culture, on the other hand, we tend to choose who to cancel and who not to cancel. Big Mob even mentioned, you know, how the world cancelled R. Kelly. And we put Chris Brown in a naughty corner. Was it even a naughty corner? Did he even go into the naughty corner? Because I literally feel like it was like, go to your room. Actually, no, it's okay. You can come out, you know. You're grounded. Okay, I'll think about how much I'm going to ground you. Okay, I'll ground you later for it, you know. And it just doesn't happen. So I honestly think we tend to choose where to cancel and who to cancel when we want to, when it suits us. But for what Chris Brown did to Rihanna, he should have been completely cancelled, because if we're going to stand against abuse, be it physical, be it sexual, it is abuse.
Maybe the world is going to hate me. Because you know what, I have a weird situation with cancel culture. I have a love-hate situation with it. And like you said, get your facts first straight. But in certain situations, you never know what the facts are.
Yeah.
And then you're already choosing a side. Like, you never know. But because prima facie, or like at face value, this is what it seems like is right. So I'm going to go ahead and be behind this guy. And that's how double standards are created. I agree with everything you say. On some, let's say if a situation like the Stjavan Lady Zamar, say she was lying about the whole thing. You see,
because people were saying that she's lying.
Yeah, some people did say.
There are people who are like, we believe her.
Yeah. People first say, and Lina as well, I believe the woman first. Yeah. Before I even know what she said, I believe the woman. But in some cases, sometimes the woman we shouldn't be believing women, because I know a couple of guys whose lives changed because some lady decided to spite them and cry rape. Yeah. Their lives have never been the same. Yeah. So like you said, like if you cry rape, guys, or you cry abuse, you're just evil. Like you're evil. Like,
I think it really wrecks me, because you're crying of a crime that did not happen, and you're invalidating the next person who will go through it, because now they'll get questioned because you went on and lied about something so huge.
And at the same time, like I say, if justice did not serve, if the situation with Stjavan was real and justice did not serve, universe will serve.
Yeah.
Universe. Even with the Fresh and Euphonic one, if like justice is not serving, Lord, serve. Like that's all I'm gonna say. Just serve. Like honestly speaking, if justice is not served, the universe is gonna serve. I don't know the facts like that, like that. But
I think we've all seen what's happening on social media regarding.
No, I'm sorry, on social media, it's a mess there.
It is.
And I don't even know by the time this episode comes out, like what will the verdict be.
I think what scares me about social media is that whatever you put out will always, someone has a screenshot already. So
speaking of screenshots,
be very careful on what you do after the attention is on you. People are watching you.
Be careful,
because it is easy for things to go south, you know.
It's so easy.
Or incriminate yourself or make things worse. I think one of the people I admire the most with their PR stuff, is Bonang. Bonang, you will throw anything at her, be it about her work, her relationship, anything. She'll be here, and you'll realize later on, the girl was working on something here, you know. For example, people went on and attacked her about the vineyard situation. They like, you could never, wada. And she was here. Girl was like here. All she did was sign and post.
She only posted the girls with vineyards, man.
And then people were like lying. People were calling the place and checking. I swear to you, people are like calling to make sure that she owns the place. Does Bonang own the land or whatever? Girl was just here. Did not say a word. Did not utter a word. Literally, months later, she comes with B&G, and it's like, yo. You know, so I think her PR team, on point. I want that kind of PR on my side. She knows when to speak up and she knows when not to. And be it things are good for her or bad, she is always here, and you will see later and you will decide. And by the time sometimes something comes out, it's like done.
Yeah, it's already packaged. It's already packaged.
I admire her so much with regarding that as well, and her work ethic as well. She does not comment on everything. You never, and sometimes all you'll see is a lol on social media. That's it, and something is happening, a lol, and that's it, she's done. So you know that something's brewing there. But she never will incriminate herself, or she is here.
Now I always ask myself, like, really, why do people do certain things? Like, because when you mentioned screenshot, I just realized that Ifan tweeted a screenshot. Did you see that?
Was it a WhatsApp or SMS?
The WhatsApp one. The WhatsApp.
I saw an SMS one. I think it was an SMS. Was it a WhatsApp?
It was a WhatsApp.
I saw a screenshot.
There was a screenshot of a WhatsApp.
Yeah.
And he posted it. I think he deleted it. He posted it. And people were like, dude, this is fake.
Oh, I saw that. I think he said because he network dual SIM card something.
Did he explain himself?
Yeah.
Why would he go and explain himself?
I think he said he posted an investigative thing. You'd see people are zooming in, and then he was like, people something about a dual SIM.
Oh, is it?
Because he tends to travel and stuff.
Oh.
But I honestly think that the truth will come out.
Yeah.
With that, and I think it's a very sensitive matter.
It is quite,
and the way that they've handled it, I don't know, but we don't all, have the perfect PR strategy.
We don't. But I will say, what annoyed me about that was that if that is the Hans' actual number, then what were you trying to do? Were you trying to have your mob of followers, go
harass her?
Like, what was the, if that's her real number? I mean, you could have cleared out I don't know what you could have done.
And she was like, if I were to text you, why would I use my number? That's what she said.
Pella, how do they even have each other's numbers? Okay.
Hey, and that's what she also added.
Pella,
she's like,
how? Do they even have each other's number? Okay.
I think someone raised it up, Guti. Why is she texting you if you guys have never had an interaction?
Yeah.
So my thing with it is that if it's a very, very sensitive case, this is a woman who's saying that she's been raped. She's not sure who raped her, and you were part of it. And I think it's not fair to make a joke out of such.
I think that's what I'm frustrated about.
It's a very, very serious matter, because rape changes your life.
It does.
And if she wasn't, and she's crying wolf, the women who have gone through that, my thing is invalidating the next woman who's gone through it, or the women, and it's not fair, which is not right. So this is a very, very sensitive situation, and to just make jokes out of it, especially on social media, is insensitive. So I think with a matter like that, it is huge. It is on a public platform, and I understand that they want to prove their innocence, which is only fair, and we won't do things the same. But I just think, the sensitivity of the whole situation, they could have handled it better.
Look, I feel like if I continue to speak, I will just, we'll just continue forever. But the way that you said it is literally how we can wrap up the whole situation, that whole situation. But I just find it so weird how it's being treated. Like, everything about it. It's
a bit insensitive. It's really, really insensitive. And especially as a woman, we go through harassment all the time. And I mean, to get raped and then
I can't help but
there are people
every
on
time
social media
is mentioned.
There are people who are saying that she's lying. Some are basing it on the fact that they are fans of Fresh and Euphonic, and without facts, the truth. And I hope she takes it through all the way through to court.
I hope she has the strength.
And she has the strength for it. And whatever the truth is, it should come out. And I'm hoping she is not crying wolf, because there are women who really go through this every single day, and to let's
not do it to that.
Yeah.
Let's
it's a huge
love
matter.
each other.
Let's not be insensitive about it either.
Yeah. Let's not be insensitive about it and just, everything you just said.
Yeah.
Everything you just said. Everything you just said. But anyway, yeah, I think we should move on from this, and because I always laugh, but hey, there are certain things you can't say, and it's fine.
It's our industry. That's the thing, though, because sometimes, like, you guys are quiet or you guys are saying something. But for me, generally speaking, I honestly feel like it's a very serious matter.
Cool.
Even if it wasn't fresh and euphonic.
If it's someone, even if it was a politician or another random guy, I would be saying the same thing. Now, if it's true, justice must be served. Or if not justice, go ahead, Lord, do your thing. Serve up some justice.
And be it she's lying,
be it she's lying or
she's
telling the truth, same energies.
Yes.
Cool. I think we should move on. Actually, let's move on to some music. Because this Hal should have been here on the first episode. Honestly, when I said someone should have been here, it was her. It was her. So there were some drops, like in COVID. I mean, we know, like, there was tons of music that was dropped, and people are still keeping the same energy. And that's on the house music side, because the hip hop sides, guys, I'm sorry, y'all disappointing, but
story for another day.
Y'all disappointing, but that's a story for another day. I'm a consumer of hip hop music, and I work with house music. So a lot of music was dropped last year, and still the energy, it looks like it's lit. People are being consistent, because already in the first quarter you have a couple of album drops. You have, like, I have here, you have Kid Funk, who just dropped, like, right now in the first quarter with Johnny Miller, the album. You have Prince KB, who just also dropped, and I feel like why is it quiet?
I'm so embarrassed because did I know that I follow Prince, but I don't know why I don't.
Because it's why. That's what I'm saying. Why is it quiet? That's what I'm saying.
I know he dropped like a song or a single, but I didn't know it was an album.
And it's a lot of songs.
Actually, I'll check it out. Kid Funk, I didn't know, guys. This year has been so ridiculous for me. The only 2 new albums I've gotten to listen to is Cairo and Lemon and Herb, which I was like,
and that's last year's information.
That's like 2019 information. So,
girl, 2019. Which year are you living in?
I'm kidding. It was like last year's information. So this year, no, that was last year. Damn.
Yeah,
It actually feels like this year.
I know, right?
Talking about Prince KB has a signature, right, in his music, the guitar.
Yeah.
Is it here? Is it there? Because sometimes you find that he's got music that's similar, but it's different. But because of the guitar, you know, he's got it.
Yeah, definitely. You know what I love about Prince KB is that his albums are albums. Yeah, like they are up, because sometimes you find that there's an album and then there's an album that's just a playlist. Yeah, his one is like an album. You will just feel the transition of music, and the music that he puts out usually is the commercial music from his albums, which I guess is a smart move. Yeah, the guitar is definitely there. The signature Prince KB is definitely there, and I recommend anybody to go and create their own opinions about music.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, I feed in my opinion. It's like, but go and create your own. Okay, go and create your own. It's still very much Prince KB and stuff like that.
I'll check it out definitely.
Because I'm thinking, who else? TNS. Pupoletu.
Oh, I saw that.
Pupoletu, our dream. Did you see that?
Prince KB also, did he work with TNS on this current one, or they didn't? They also they have a similar sound as
they
well.
Don't though. I swear they don't, but I know where like the impression might come from.
Certain songs, they do have that signature, like it's very similar. What's the song called?
I don't know. I think it's the instrument.
No, they don't sound exactly the same, but here and there it's like they do have like similarities. And that happens because house music, we might have the same taste, vibe. But I'll try it.
It's like kids, it's the same drum kit or the same cymbals kit. I don't even know, dog. Like,
You haven't
honestly.
listened?
Yeah?
I'll check it out.
What?
TNS.
I have listened to it, and that's why I'm just like, from the body of work that he's been working on, because before this it was Indlovu.
Yes.
What?
No,
it was...
the Indlovukazi is not him.
No, it was something about... I'm gonna find it now. I don't like... Nah, I like to be right.
It's not Indlovu.
Indlovu, something along those lines. TNS, I'm gonna find it. Hold on.
Let's see.
This one, what is this? King of House.
Madlokovu,
King
yeah.
of House. The identity he took on that project is not completely, but it's different from this one.
Okay.
And it's not the same as the sound that he did with Prince KB.
Okay.
With Mano
Nice.
Moyas
Yes.
and Dens, it's not. So that's why I'm just like, hey, it looks like he has his own definition in, of music, and how he creates his own music way separate from the music he did with Prince KB.
Which means growth as well. Did you enjoy it? Okay.
No, listen, don't know.
I listen to it and have my own.
And it's the one where I have first impressions for, because I don't know why, because I had with Kid Funk's and Johnny Miller's one, I had a couple first impressions, but I didn't have first impressions that I feel like I needed to type on. So that's why I'm like, go check it out yourself and see how you feel. Mm-hmm. So with the TNS one, I was like, it's a radio album.
Okay.
As a DJ, it's like for the streets. It is for the streets, and it's that album that you will listen to on the weekend if you're a mama or an auntie. You can clean your house, you polish your stoop while listening to it. So that's a good thing, I guess. It's a radio platform type of album. Sing-alongs, galore.
Okay.
All of the artists it features are very talented, by the way, and it's not famous like that. But I'm so happy about the talent that he featured. So it's like that kind of album. It's not like... It's a radio album. I really hope I'm making sense. Like, it's music that you will hear on the radio. But you definitely will hear on the radio. So I think you, if you haven't heard some of the music on the radio yet, you definitely will be hearing it, because that's the kind of album it is. Prince KB's, on the other hand, mixture of radio and street, which is what he does, really. Yeah. Which is what he does. And Kid Funk's one is like, I don't even know what to say. It is him. If you listen to his show, Selective Styles on 5,
you'll know. I'm definitely going to check them out. Oh yes, and I saw he released. Did he not release just the other day?
Just now. This album just came out now.
A couple of days ago, last week.
Yeah, these albums are just
I think he released this week. A couple of days ago. Okay, I'll check him out.
On Friday, I think.
Was it on Friday? But I know that it's been days. I remember seeing him with the poster.
It's definitely new. So I don't know, man. That's it for the first quarter, because I know there are a lot of more the people I'm looking forward to who are going to be dropping in the second and third quarters. I know, like I said, Technique is dropping an album.
Yes, looking forward to it.
Yeah, right. Technique is dropping an album. There's a guy called Lash SA. He's also dropping an album. Tribe Franco is also dropping an album. And these are the non-commercial commercial guys, which that's what I stand. I don't stand the famous ones. I don't, but just a couple of things that I know I'm going to look forward to, and we're definitely going to have a chat about on the pod in general. I feel like we went on today.
We had quite a lot to say.
We had a lot to say, right?
Now, look. Who do you think, or in your opinion, who are you like? And even if it's not someone who's mentioned that they're gonna drop, who are you like? I'd love to get something from this person.
Why?
Who are you looking forward to, like, them dropping? Even if they don't drop, but like...
Why am I struggling? Why am I struggling?
Could be anyone. Yeah.
Because the people that I mention are usually people that I know I'm looking forward to their items. Yeah. I don't mention with my mouth if I'm not looking forward to it. That's what I know for a fact. I don't mention you with my mouth. So the people that I did mention are definitely people that I'm looking forward to. If I didn't mention you, I honestly I'm not there. I don't know. Can you answer the question for yourself, dog? I know that
Lemon and Herb is going to be dropping because I think they work
again,
very soon, which is quite soon.
Again.
They're back in studio working on.
Oh yeah, no, they are working again.
So maybe they'll drop towards the end of the year, maybe. Feels a bit soon, but I mean, people had a lot of time. Also, as producers, sometimes you have like a lot of
always
music.
Have music.
So maybe songs that didn't make it in the previous album and new music as well. But I look forward to actually hearing what they're gonna drop
all the time. Ne?
I will see, because I enjoyed Aura.
Aura was dope. Like Aura was the most anticipated album, I think, for 2020.
It was amazing.
It was most anticipated, I think.
So we'll see. Hopefully, do you think we'll hear anything from Black Motion?
Yes. No. You know, they dropped an album and they called it their. What do they call it? They called it something about
final.
It's something final. And so I was just like, no, what does that mean?
How did you feel about it?
I think they're working on something with Biggs and Terrace.
Oh! So that would be insane.
Yeah, I think they are. I just know a couple of other. Kaenda Soul's also working on something. Definitely, I think I'm looking forward to that actually.
Same.
Kususa.
Oh yes, definitely looking forward. I hope Candyman drops something as well. I'd love to hear where he is at right now with music.
Punk is dropping something.
Oh,
Punk is dropping something. This is insider. Punk is dropping something. That's okay.
Looking forward to it.
Punk is dropping something.
Are you dropping something?
Yes.
Oh yes, honey.
Yes, definitely.
Phew, guys, I'd love to drop, but not this year.
When you're ready. Hey, this thing is a
sensitive
thing. When you're ready.
It is. It is. Maybe next year, because I've been getting a lot of, let's do a collaboration. When are you dropping next? But making music and putting it out there is a lot.
It takes a lot out of you, dog. Like, I swear.
It does.
My first single, I just realized that.
Which was
2019,
amazing.
Thank you. 2019, I borderline, you know, when you were knocking at the doors of depression, I was there.
You lose your sanity.
I was there in 2019.
How dare I forget Le Soul? I would look forward to her dropping an album. I think right now she is absolutely one of the best things to come out of South Africa.
Really?
Yeah. And
what? Tell me what makes you say that. I just want to know.
She can. I think she's right up there with. She's actually. I think she'd give so many boys their run for their money.
I love her. I have a crush on her.
Her style.
Besides that, I have a crush on her.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
glad.
Gorgeous.
The Amabella song. I'm sure it's doing great.
It is. And she doesn't even wear makeup.
No, I'm sure, guys. I'm actually crushing on her.
Gorgeous.
Like, I'm crushing on her.
Her style is also just insane.
If I see her on the street, I think it's complete. But
girl, she's stunning.
When I see her, it's complete.
No, go right on ahead. Yeah, I wouldn't blame you. I look forward to her dropping an album. I think, honestly, and I don't know, maybe because I'm an Afro head, I'm a tech head, I honestly feel like she is one of the best things to come out of our country, and she will give those boys the run for their money. So, yeah, I really, I'm such a fan right now, and I just love what she's doing, and I love the direction she's taking with her work and her craft, and I honestly feel like, those boys.
I'm excited as well.
Yeah.
Like, I'm excited. And I know, no, I'm just excited. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I think that's all I can say right now.
Yeah.
Yes. That's all I can say right now. Oh my goodness. If you have anything else that you want to share with us in terms of who you're looking forward to, please drop down below. Yeah. Drop down below. Let us know who you're looking forward to, who you're looking forward to listening to. Anyway, throughout this whole time, comment section is open. Like, go wild.
Yeah.
Go wild, because we went like a bit wild.
And I mean, if you feel like at some point we were wrong or insensitive, please do mention. And I mean, we are all about learning.
Yeah,
sometimes you say something
that you don't
and
know.
You don't realize that maybe you were wrong and you didn't know. I think we're also in a time where we are sensitive with a lot of things, and sometimes we say things and it's not right or it's wrong or it comes across a certain way. So open to you saying, actually, guys, you could have, or you were right, or you were wrong, you know. I think we're all entitled to our opinions, and it would be nice to just get some feedback.
True story. I think she said everything, actually. I don't know. You know, I don't want to ask people where to follow you, because already they're going to put the tags down the what.
Yeah.
Honestly, they're going to put the tags down because we need to wrap up right now.
Yeah.
We've
had a lot to say, but I've really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for
Thank you for coming, actually, because this is not the first time. Yeah, no, definitely. That is definitely happening. She's coming back. You're coming back.
Yeah, girl.
You're
I'm in.
Let's say goodbye for now.
Yeah.
Until next time. Mwah!